Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Diary Room Open Mic with your producer, McCrae, and your host, Janelle.
Hello, guys, and thanks for tuning in to our special episode on The Challenge CBS All-Stars Spoiler Edition. I know so many of you have been talking on social media to me about this, and I'm so excited to dive right in and get to the info that we know.
Yes, I mean, but first, before that, I kind of want to know about, like, what's your history with The Challenge?
So here's the thing. I totally wish this would have, I think CBS dropped the ball. I think the original All-Stars that I did, that would have been a great opportunity to come out with something like this, because there were so many great competitors back then on all of those shows. So why the heck didn't they have this when I was 25? Why now? When I'm, so I was asked to do the challenge. I turned it down.
You're talking about this season?
Yeah. I am not able to do it. I've got health issues from COVID. I know a lot of you know that I've got like serious lung problems from getting COVID, and my lungs have never been the same, and my asthma's never been worse. You
should have told them that I would do it. Like, I'm sending McCrae in my place.
I honestly said yes at first just to see what they would offer me and just see. I do know that the filming is going to be everyone's flying out March 5th.
Okay, so that's, when this episode, that'll be in 2 days, I think, or something like that.
Next week, next Saturday, they fly out, right?
But this one's going to air next week on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So, yes.
They fly out Saturday.
Yeah.
So, and they're filming in Argentina, which is cool.
That's super cool.
I think that everyone's doing this. I'm super excited for all of them. But when, there's been a lot of, I know who's doing it. I'm not going to say right now who is. But some of the people that are doing it, I'm like, what? How did they get called?
Yeah. The thing about that show is that it seems like it's the most brutal show. Like, yeah.
So when they originally called me, I was very excited. And I think originally they called I'm pretty sure I was one of the first calls they made. And I think they called a lot of the OGs in the beginning. But we all said no pretty much.
No thanks.
Because it was where you're going to live in a house and you're going to do challenge. It's like a spinoff and this and that. It's a spinoff of The Challenge.
Are you a big Challenge fan?
I'm really not.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of TV unless it's Big Brother or Survivor.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a huge Survivor nut. I love Survivor so much.
I know we're going to have to talk about that, I think, at some point. The Challenge, I'm not too big into it. I know a couple people from it, I guess. And then, it's this seems like I'm going to know a lot more people on it. So.
I like to follow, I watched a little bit I like rooting for Josh, of course. I think I rooted for Michelle Fitzgerald. And then, of course, Bailey and Swaggy when they did it. And Fessy. If you're from Big Brother and you're on The Challenge, I'm definitely rooting for you.
Yeah.
No matter what, even if I think that you suck. So I would root for any Big Brother player in The Challenge.
Who else has played?
So Natalie Negrotti, Pauly Calafieri, who did really, really well.
Oh, really? Because he was with that one.
Casey, who's won. Fessy, Casey, Josh, Bailey, and Swaggy.
Michelle won. Or Michelle Fitzgerald.
I'm just talking about Big Brother people. I think that's it. The girl from season 16, the girl that guy was obsessed with. She's really pretty.
Oh, Amber. Amber won. She won.
Amber did well on it.
Yeah, that's right. Amber's awesome too. I'd like to see her
I've
back.
never met her in person,
awesome.
but anyway, those are the Big Brother people that did the challenge. I think some of the episodes were interesting to me because they brought back some OG MTV people. So I was a big Beth fan, obviously. I don't know if you know her. She is from The Real World Boston.
Did you get into The Real World?
I grew up on The Real World.
So that because that's what the challenge came from, right?
That's what it was from. Yeah, back in high school, that's all that was available for us. If you wanted to watch reality TV, was The Real World. So Mark Long,
I was gonna say, I know
Eric,
Mark,
forget his last name, Beth.
What's your favorite season?
Oh, that's a tough one. I love Boston.
Boston, okay.
I love Boston. I don't know why. I've just always loved Boston. I liked San Francisco and I liked Miami.
I know that they've been doing they bring them all back?
Yeah.
Have you watched
that? Was another
those?
spinoff. So Beth is on that one too. Beth is like an OG like reality star. I watched a little bit of it, but people are saying that was the best challenge was because they had the OGs on it.
Oh.
So when they originally called us for this new one, we were all under the impression that it was going to be like
you guys playing against them.
Well, like older, like, okay, like you're from like season whatever 4 and 6, and because they went pretty far back originally to cast this show. Things obviously changed when pretty much everyone said no.
Yep, they're like, all right, we're gonna have to get some
because they had to
in
pivot
there.
on things because at first it was looking really good. And now it's like they've added more shows to it. I know that they've added Love Island. There's a ton of Love Island people doing it. I feel like there's not that many Amazing Race people. I know for sure of 3 of them that are doing it.
I mean, the thing about Amazing Race is that it's like it's not a good way to like highlight people's personalities.
No.
Like Survivor and Big Brother kind of are better at that, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't feel like you ever really get these like personalities that come off of Amazing Race.
You don't get screen time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and that's what a lot of people said. A lot of my family and friends I had watched The Amazing Race are like, well, like you don't even like there's not really any characters on it. It's like you're just kind of racing. There's no really like depth.
The characters are the places that you go
to.
so
there's no depth to it. And people were like, it was kind of like weird.
But I'm not big on The Amazing Race.
I used to love it. I don't know.
Is it something that changed in the show's format, or is it just like the times changed?
Well, they changed the way they do things now too.
Oh.
They used to do it where you would leave at different times, and you would have to the planes would leave at different times.
Well, they have the time locks now.
Now they have a thing where the entire crew travels together no matter what.
See, that is
so you're all 30 of you, 40, whatever. You're all on the same flights.
That doesn't seem like a game.
Because there's no room to
Cost
be
prohibitive.
Way ahead or way behind. Everyone starts at that airport when they say go. So everyone's starting from the same point every time. It's so stupid.
That's dumb.
It's dumb.
That is very
But it
dumb.
saves them a lot of money.
Exactly.
You know?
And to me, it's just like, I don't care. Or like, don't give me the show then. I don't want the show.
I mean, I liked racing to a certain extent. I think when Brittany and I were eliminated, we were very excited.
Just be like done with this shit.
Yeah.
And then you get to travel around and.
Well, we went to a sequester house with Corinne and Eliza, and then Rachel and her sister Alyssa joined us. So it was quite the party in Greece.
I heard stories. I've heard many stories.
And Rupert was there too in sequester. It was great. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
Yep,
we are here to give you the challenge spoilers. Okay, sorry. So moving on. So I know that a lot of people. So things changed. It was going to be very OG where they're having like all these like older people. They were going to skew it older, this and that. Because I was talking to many people that were calling me saying, are you doing it, this and that. Here's how I found out this information. I told everyone I was doing it. Well, that was just great for me because I knew in my mind I wasn't going to do it.
Always playing the game.
So that's why I know a lot of people are doing it and I love that. But there's a lot of Love Island people that are like 24, 25, 26 that are just going to kill it. I mean, these people are like professional fitness models and shit.
And all their challenges are like insane stuff.
They're
where
insane
it's like,
challenges.
You have to lift,
so I'm like,
300
you don't
pounds
need to be calling
up
a mama 3 or 4, this and that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we have like careers and we have kids, and even the guys that they were calling that were OGs, like we all have children. We're much older. Like it would have been so dumb.
So the new Mark Long one, they must have toned down the challenges, right?
Yes,
they
did.
had to have.
They had to. It was more of like mental, and it was like pop culture. Like, what do you
like? That'd be
those
perfect.
were the challenges.
Yeah,
so
that's what you wanna
why
do.
I was talking with some of the people that were going to do it, and I was like, oh, like it could be totally easy. It could be like pop culture, or like whatever. And yeah, and it's just whatever. The dates started changing too. That was another reason I couldn't do it because originally it was supposed to film. Actually this month in February.
Oh, right.
They moved the date. So it was supposed to film in February and then it got moved to March. And I was like, it's just getting too far into spring. And
that's your busy season.
If you guys don't know, I sell a ton of real estate in Minneapolis. Call me if you need to sell or buy. But I'm like, it's spring market. Like, I don't, reality TV to me is like an expensive hobby sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was just out at that point.
Takes a lot of money out of your mouth.
But I know a lot of people from Big Brother have been called as well.
Didn't someone die on the challenge that was like, it was a part of the dream team, the people that test the challenges or the competitions. I'm almost positive someone died.
It's freaking horrible.
And that's again, we're just like, no, I don't want to do
when
this.
I did All Stars, I talked to Davon about doing it. That's another person who did it.
Oh yeah,
Davon and Jason did it. No, Davon and who's the guy that was with Zach Rancy and that?
Oh,
OnlyFans.
Frankie Grande.
No. Oh, whatever. Davon's bestie that she was with in season 17 and they went on to do the challenge. She told me that the challenge was like super, super hard. Mm-hmm. Way harder than Big Brother challenges. Mm-hmm. Like there were like drowning elements and like weird things and like.
How do you like, so they do that on Survivor. They do the one where you have to be upside down and as tide comes in, you have to like breathe. Oh, do you remember that one?
Anything with water and underwater and like drowning, I'm like, I'm not like, it's just, I'm out.
But you're a lake girl.
I'm a lake girl and I can swim really well, but like, I'm not going to be.
I want to do it because I think I'd freak out. I'd freak out too. I just know myself. I'd have a panic attack, but I want to know what I could do or if I could mentally.
Like, did you see the spoilers? Like the what they came out with for their slogan for this show was the hardest challenges, the most gut wrenching, and the most paranoia you've ever seen from contestants.
Paranoia.
So they're doing paranoia, like extreme challenges. Like again, like they have no business calling everyone in their late 30s and 40s saying, yeah, like come do our show. It's going to be like,
someone's
it's a
gonna
spinoff.
die.
Don't worry. And these people, I mean, like,
is that what they said? It was a spinoff?
They told me it was a spinoff. And so I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking, well, it could be like the Challenge All Stars, like what Beth did.
Yeah.
Or the roommate one that she was on. She did Roommates too. I don't know. They do so many shows now.
I got to know who this Beth is.
Oh, you have to know who Beth is.
Yeah,
she was very outspoken and she
character.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
But yeah, so a lot of Survivor people have been called as well. Big Brother, Love Island. Those are the three, an Amazing Race. But from what I understand, not that many people from Race were called that actually got a contract. Because they called like literally 100 people and so many people were not getting contracts.
Really?
So that's why there was so much information traveling back and forth.
Around.
Oh, are you doing it? And like, I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. And so a lot of people got called, but they didn't get a contract.
I like how no one, they rightfully so, no one was like, hey, did you get a call for the challenge, McCrae? It's like, they know way better.
Oh my gosh.
They're not putting my ass on anything. Well, I think let's go to a break, and then after that, we'll come out with some more spoilers.
Woo!
We'll
I'm
see.
so excited, McCrae.
All right, we'll see you guys on the other side. And we're back.
We're back.
So the challenge.
Okay, so we're going to talk on the challenge first of all. Without me knowing who's doing it or what I've heard, I want to go over who I want to see on the challenge, like who I think should be there, absolutely, and like put everything to it and be on it. So I'm going to do my top 3 girls and guys for Survivor and Big Brother.
Okay.
And then Love Island, I don't know that many people. I think So from Big Brother, I would like for, I would like for Tiffany to do it, Rachel to do it.
Yep.
A third would be Danielle Reyes.
I'd like that.
I really do want to see her back on TV. I know she said no to All Stars, which really disappointed me. I would love to see her on TV again and root for her. For guys, I think I'm trying to think of like real competitors that I don't hate. And it's really hard.
I want to throw out one name. There's one name that I think about when I think of a competitor. It's Jeremy Dale Maguire from My Season.
Oh yeah, I haven't thought about him in a long time.
I was just talking to him last night. I was like, you should come up to my cabin. Like, well,
all right.
Yeah. No, I think like Jeremy is a competitor. That dude's a fighter. Like, and he's built like a monster. You know, like he seems like he's the perfect build for the challenge.
Okay, so here's who I want. This is. People are going to be like, you're crazy. I want Devin from season 16.
Hell yes.
I want freaking Devin.
Hell yes.
He better be on it. I want to see him crush it.
I want to see. He came up on my Facebook today, actually, or just like add friends. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got to add him up.
Maybe he's searching you. Then he's
another
one.
He's a character.
Another one. I'd want to see Josh on it. And a lot of people don't like Josh, but I think Josh is a great competitor. And
I want to have him on our show.
I want to too. And he's not afraid to like say what's on his mind, which I think is just so great for TV. And it's more interesting than people that are always like so, nervous about the wrong thing to say or do.
Yep. And plus he knows these shows, like he knows Big Brother very well. Yeah. Like I know that he's done Challenge multiple times now. So it's like, he knows these inside and out. Yeah, he should be back.
So the third person from a guy that I would want to see do it is Paulie. Calafieri. I think he's a good competitor. Really good competitor.
Just grab higher, maybe.
And he also did really good at the challenge, so I think he would probably do really, really good.
You said it's Paulie. Yeah, I like Paulie. When I met him, he seemed like a nice dude. I know that I think he obviously knows how to play it up for TV and stuff like that. Yeah. And I think he obviously wants to be a character because that's what you're getting paid to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I met him, I was like, this dude's fine. Like, he seems like a really cool dude.
Yeah. I like Paulie probably more than Cody. I don't know. But Cody's, I think Paulie's just a little bit more real. Like, he's very in your face. Like, he tells it how it is. And there's no fakeness to him, really. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of those,
and I respect that.
The devil you know versus the devil you don't. I'd rather have someone up front.
Okay, so for Survivor, obviously, I'm going to say some that I know. This is who I'd want to see do it. Obviously, my favorite guys from Survivor are Malcolm. Love him. Who is the one that got married? Cute guy. Yoga. I've met him several times. I think one of my friends hooked up with him. Yes, Anglum. Joe. Him. And then who's another one? A guy that I'd love to see, a competitor. Oh gosh, I don't know. JT, just for shits and giggles, because he's so bad at Survivor.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd love to see JT.
JT.
From the women, I'd like to see Kelly Wentworth is a fabulous competitor. Andrea, another great competitor, and then Parvati, obviously.
I want to add to that. I want to see Corinne and I want to see Max Dawson.
Oh, of course.
I want to see both
Corinne and Eliza are both great characters.
Oh, both of them would be fine on it. I'd love them.
I do know from the people that they've been talking to and casting, a lot of there's people that are just they're not like, ooh, she's a big threat or she's a big competitor, and those people are doing the show. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of weave this all together because there's a lot of people that have really no business going on the challenge. So it's like, okay, I'm worried for you.
Yeah, Joe. Oh, I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of Joe? Why?
No, I liked him on the show. But again, All the Fixins was Max and Corinne's podcast. If you guys have never heard All the Fixins, go listen to that. But they tell crazy stories about him and yes.
They've told me stories too.
Yes.
When we were in Greece together. But.
Yeah. No. Definitely go check out that podcast. It's now done, but it's actually one of my favorite podcasts. I'm trying to think of who else I'd like to see from Survivor. I wish you didn't watch it, but some of those Australians, I love them. I can't watch another one day
Survivor Big Brother.
No, it's so you will absolutely be like, what have I been doing? American Survivor sucks. It's really terrible compared to this. Yes. I'm like this. I'm obsessed with it. The Australian one,
Oh my gosh, McCrae, you're such a fan.
No. I did buy some of these guys from Australian Survivor have coffee that I ended up buying from Australia.
No way.
It cost over $100. And just to fly it into the States. It was the dumbest buy I've ever made. I'm trying to think of who else, though.
So from Love Island, I'd like to see Cachet. I'd like to see Olivia Kaiser. And then the guy that she was with, the cute guy with the muscles.
Winston.
Not Winston. No, not. I like Winston. He's so nice. Who is the guy with the tats, the blue eyes?
Braden.
You didn't watch Love Island, did you?
No.
I did.
What's his name?
I'm a Love Island stan. So I really like Cachet. I really like Olivia. I hope they ask Shannon and her boyfriend. They're a little couple.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they live in Philadelphia. Shannon and Josh. That's pretty much from the previous season. I would say that Kira Green girl, she's really pretty. And then I can't remember any of the guys. I just can't.
Winston and Brett. Brett wasn't on it though, right?
I would love
Winston
to see.
was.
Actually, now that you say that, I would love to see Brett.
I want to see Brett. He seems like another one that's built for the challenge.
He's a good guy for the challenge.
Yep.
For
100%.
sure.
Yep. And also, man, he was a blast over
Filling
here.
that frat boy slot.
Yep, absolutely. No, but yeah, he came over here last summer, or was that 2 summers ago?
2 summers ago.
Yeah, that was a blast. That was so much fun.
We got wasted.
I was hammered.
got-
I'm always hammered here.
We
I feel
talked
like
so much shit at that table.
that's my favorite thing to do.
We loved it.
I know, that's my favorite. Let's see. I think we kind of covered like who we want to see.
So that's who we
right?
want to see on it. I guess. I mean, are we missing any like big names that we want to see on the challenge? I mean, do you guys want to get into the spoilers and we can talk about that? How about?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the rumored Big Brother people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jackson Michi is rumored to be on this season.
I'd be in on that.
And I've heard through the grapevine that he's 100% doing it.
Really?
Yes.
It's like, you know, the last episode that we just dropped last night, we talked about heroes and villains or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think we both said that we would like to see him on a season like that. I think people hate when we say that because he gets so much hate.
He gets so much hate.
But again, you need villains.
You need a villain for the show.
You can't just root for everyone. Like, I want
Right.
100 Nicole Anthonys that are sweet and pure of heart. Like, no, you want some scumbag that you can be like, I don't like you and I want to see you lose. You know,
Right.
like you need a villain. That's what makes a show good. But yes, he's definitely in that villain spot. And I would like to see him too because he's built again like a guy that will be good
All
at the
he
challenge.
does is work out and do roids.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you know, he's going to do great.
Yes, allegedly parody. Yeah, that's a good one. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Okay, so he's a rumor.
You were definitely rumored.
I was.
I saw a couple of people be like, "Oh,
because that was
Janelle's
all the
there."
people I was talking to tell me I was doing it, and I wasn't.
That's so good.
Okay, so Rachel's rumored to do it. Obviously, I would love to see my bestie Rachel on there.
Absolutely.
No comment if she's on it or not. Love her to death. But she'd be great.
Yep. She's just great at everything.
She's a great competitor.
Yep.
She puts everything she has into doing those competitions.
She's a fighter.
Okay, so who else from Big Brother that was rumored? See, I'm just going with the Twitter list. I don't know what list you're looking at. When I tweeted what I tweeted, I'm going by what people are telling me, calling me, saying like, are you on that flight? Like, are you leaving? And I'm just like, no.
Yep.
And then I hear like, okay, well, what have you, like, who's actually doing it? When they tell me who's doing it, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that show.
Yeah.
So who else is rumored? I thought the Nolan twins, right?
I didn't see them in particular, but I would believe it because I mean they're on TV all the time.
They're on TV. They got
all the damn time.
Yeah.
And it's just like
I thought that they were on the spoiler list. The Nolan twins are rumored.
No, I gotta find this list. I cannot find it. Yeah, there was I'm trying to think of who
Amber's
else
rumored to be on it.
Like I think that
Who's won the challenge?
Yeah, exactly. So to
She's
me,
a
that's
crossover.
a lock.
She's a lock. She's going to be on it.
Yeah.
Who else is rumored? What's the list? Because like
I'm
I'm just going by the Twitter list. Like I don't know. Cody's rumored to do it.
Oh.
Cody's rumored to do it.
Cody probably and Jessica. Are you talking
No,
about
I'm
Cody?
talking about Cody, Polly's brother.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I would imagine they would ask him. To be honest,
Yes.
like he's another guy. As much as I'm indifferent towards him, he's also built like that. He's a little bit less broy.
But who do you think would win out of him and Polly? My money's on Polly.
I think Polly's got that crazy guy energy.
Yeah. I think Polly
Like,
could beat him. No offense, Cody. I know you're good at soccer and stuff.
Yep.
But I think Polly would take him for sure.
100%. Yeah, Polly just has that like wiry, crazy guy energy that I think is always good.
Okay, so Derek X is rumored. That was on the list.
Oh yeah, I saw that on the list. I would love to see him play.
He was so good last season. That
Like-
was such a great competitor to watch last season.
Absolutely.
And his girlfriend Claire is rumored to be on it. That was on the list.
Oh, Derek X. I was thinking of X Xavier.
Oh, he's rumored too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I saw him on the
His
list
name
too.
is rumored too.
I loved him too on last season, where it's like I think he's another
At the
great
end of the day, I'm
competitor.
like, how big is this cast?
It's just gonna be. That's what I think. Just
Like-
put in 24 of them and just get rid of double evictions
It's
every
just
night.
crazy.
That's what I want to see.
I know they called like literally over 100 people just from Big Brother.
That's so
100
wild.
people.
But, yeah.
100 people.
they must know that, they must have an idea that like this is how we can get a lot of people to watch All Access or something.
I'm telling you, they dropped the ball. They should have done this in 2005.
Yep.
This could have been the thing, you know.
It would have, yeah.
It would have been a great.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
You know, I saw you put a tweet out there.
I did.
What?
Guilty.
What's
So my point of that was just to let like everyone know, like there is a lot of pre-gaming going on. It's actually getting kind of comical at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's embarrassing, and the only people that are really doing it are the Big Brother people
that have done it
and
before.
I'm like, okay. The Survivor people, they're not pre-gaming. Love Island, not really.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts?
It bothers me. I'm a person that I respect the
Yeah.
game. I respect integrity of games. I think when people do stuff like that, it just shows how pathetic they are. It just shows how like absolutely no integrity they have, just spineless basically. You know, I want everyone to go in on the same level playing field.
I just don't want what happened in BB Small Stars to happen again. You know, where you call, you know, you're DMing 13 people and you're like, join us on this Zoom call.
Yeah.
And like, you know, there's, you know, the ringleaders that are leading you down the path of darkness. It's like, oh.
Well, and us as viewers, we get robbed.
Yeah.
We get robbed from like what's actually going on.
It's cheating the audience. It's cheating yourself, honestly. And it's frankly, it's cheating.
It is cheating. Yeah, there should be some sort of way to like curtail that, but
yeah.
I just don't know what producers could do.
So I think, and that's another reason why I tweeted it. I was like, okay, like clearly, I hope that there's a way for it to make everyone on an equal playing field in this particular challenge, because there's so many people that are not connected and that are not pre-gaming, that have not talked to anyone in years. So I would like them to have, you know, the same kind of playing field. So I hope that the challenge does a thing where they kind of integrate everyone and switch people up. So it's not just Big Brother versus Survivor versus Love Island versus Amazing Race.
Yeah, I definitely like to see a mixing of all that stuff.
Mixing it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
Little
some sort of
tribes.
team thing, how they do in the
yeah.
challenge. Because then it becomes a little bit more fair, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to separate these people that are definitely going to be talking to each other.
Yes.
You know? Yes, they need to do something about that. And yeah, I think it's good that you went out on Twitter and was like, yeah, this is bullshit. Because
It is bullshit.
it ruined the Big Brother All-Stars that we
literally ruined
had.
All-Stars, and
Yeah.
it was like unwatchable for so many fans,
Yep.
and they have been waiting years for people to come back.
Well, and these people, like, the thing that really annoys me is that they feel like they're entitled to do this.
Yeah.
You know, they feel like, like, they don't care about you, the fans. Like, do you think they care about
They
you?
just care about
They
them.
care about the money that you're about to give them by, you know, whatever. But, yeah, I don't respect people like that. Just
No, it's
no
gross.
respect. Yeah, scum.
Literally.
Well, I think that's about it.
So we will be recapping the challenge this summer.
We should. What is that when it comes out?
It comes out this summer. It starts filming March 5th. Well, it doesn't start filming March 5th. Everyone leaves March 5th. It starts filming the following week.
So everyone watch social media to see who went dark.
Oh, it's going to be so obvious. A lot of people were called. Here's the deal. Over 100 people were called from Big Brother. How many of them actually got cut? We're about to find out.
Yeah, we'll see, I guess. Well, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.